What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome or welcome back to Feathered Libra Tarot, where it's Libra here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. If you're a cross watcher, come on in, say hello. Thanks for listening to the podcast out there and watching me on the YouTubes. Let's do a love reading for my Libras. I hope you're all doing well, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you so much for being a part of the tribe. I just got winning. Tapping into the energy, I just got winning. What are you winning at? Are you winning in life? I hope so. Winning in love? Let's see what's gonna come up for us. Yeah, don't forget. Don't forget that this is a general reading. If you would like a private session with me, links are in the description pinned at the top of the chat. And I'm just getting winning vibes. What are we winning at, Libras? Dropping into the reading screen for those of you out there in the podcast land. Winning vibes. What's up? What's up, Tamia? Hey, Mr. Rocky, how y'all doing today? Let's see. Winning vibes. What are we doing here? Okay. So you're sitting in a place. Why are we sitting in a place? Why is winning vibes coming through? Okay. So maybe you've just been sitting here. I don't know if you've just been kind of in a funk lately. I mean, it's not like you're doing bad. It looks like you're doing pretty good. You may feel a little, I don't know, maybe under the weather. Maybe not feeling that great. Lack of confidence. Maybe haven't really been shining bright, shining your light. Maybe haven't really been out doing much. Getting out there, getting things done. Maybe feeling kind of sluggish. And there is a possibility that you might also be feeling kind of angry, pissed off, or upset with someone or within yourself. Okay. Tell me what's up. Okay. So it looks like you're single and you're doing good for yourself. So I'm talking to single Libras that are doing good for themselves. Okay. We got the 9 of Pentacles here. We got some information that's coming your way or has recently come your way that stopped something. What stopped? So it's like you're just sitting here. Maybe you're confused about what to do. We're going to go into this a little bit deeper because I'm getting winning vibes. I mean, your energy looks great. Looks like you're great. You're doing well financially. You're taking care of your responsibilities. You're feeling confident and sure and secure. Maybe this information can... Okay. Fred's like, just don't even guess. Just pull the cards. Okay. 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 Oh, man. I don't like this. So, in the recent past... Within the past couple weeks, couple months, it's possible that you got a notice, you got notified of this is a very specific message. Don't take the message if it's not yours. I know I'm awesome and you love the readings and I love that you're listening to them, but don't take it in as yours if it's not true, you know? And I'm not here to surprise anybody. This is information that you may have found out that somebody was in a third party situation. Yeah. So you may have found out somebody was dating somebody else. You may have found out that somebody was partying and hanging out and doing the things and the stuff. And I've got Aries and Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I got fire and air and possibly Taurus. And this was in the past. Although I see that you are single, you're doing great. Yeah. Or you were. This may have really knocked your confidence. I really did not expect to go this way because I felt winning vibes. Maybe we're going to swing that way. I hope we're going to move the meter here. Damn. All right. So what I'm getting is that you're in a good place. You're in a stable place. You're doing good, but your confidence may have been really hit pretty hard. finding out that somebody was dating someone else or partying and hanging out with the crew or the tribe or the whatevers, or maybe even possibly cheating. I don't know if you were dating this person or if you were in a relationship with them. What was it's going to be different for each of you, but finding out that kind of information sucks, and we have to hold our standards and stand our line and be like, nah. And I think that's what you did. Is it may have caused some confusion, and you may have had to raise your standards and be like, no, I'd rather be alone than deal with this, or I'd rather be single than deal with this, but I'm not dealing with this. So the cool thing is you stood your ground, you knew your worth, you handled your business, okay? But it doesn't, maybe you are pissed off at this person still. Maybe there's still some anger and some, frustration there. And for some of you, it could simply be that it did rock your confidence a little bit. Like, how could they do that? How could somebody do that to me? Why would they do that to me? It sucks. It happens. Let's move on. So tell me what's bothering you. What are you just... You may have had to block this person. There's the Three of Swords. So, breakup, cheating, third-party stuff. I don't like reading it, but somebody needed to hear it. Somebody needs this message. I still get winning vibes. I get super... what did I just hear? Super strike. Like you told this person no. Like, you may have broke up with them because you weren't dealing with it. You stood up as a boss and destroyed this situation. You said no. We're not doing this. You may have been in a long-term relationship with them. You may have found out that they were doing this for a long period of time. Whatever. You stood up. You handled it. It doesn't mean, in that moment you did the most. You did what you needed to do to protect yourself, to protect your empire, and to withhold your standards. There's nothing wrong with that. But that doesn't mean that we don't hold on to the pain in the heart space, that we don't hold on to the fear of it happening again, that we don't hold on to the anger and the frustration, right? Man, how could they friggin' do that to me? Why would they do that to me? We're human, let's process it. And if you need some assistance in releasing this, I have a free 5-day EFT tapping. EFT, you're just using your fingertips on certain acupressure points to release emotional garbage that you've been holding on to. This kind of stuff can be released easily within minutes most of the time, over a very short period of time. Check out my free EFT 5-day course. It's available for you. Links are in the description or pinned at the top of the chat. If you would like to go deeper into EFT, I have an on-demand library where you can just rent for a lifetime a video if you want it, or you can join the membership, okay? And it's... You use them as often as you want. You choose which path you want to take. It's kind of like Nancy Drew mystery. What will we tap out today? F that shit. EFT F'd. F that shit. This is garbage. So Libra's gonna burning down the house. Libra's... So I'm reaching out to, or you are reaching out to me for a message today, because you refused to be put as an option. You refused to be somebody's plaything, toy, garbage receptacle, trash dump, whatever. Let's feel it. Let's be honest about it, and let's release that shit. F that out, because this would have been painful. And yes, oh man, you're okay. You're okay. You're not great, because there's still something you're still hanging on to there. You may have felt at some point rejected, that first, the knowledge of somebody cheating on you or having someone else or dating someone else or whatever it may be is painful. Okay. It feels like rejection, but you're so strong and so powerful that you did what you needed to do to protect yourself, and you claimed your title of boss in your life. You boss, and you did what you needed to do to get this out of your life. You were not going to be somebody's choice or option. You were not going to be, dealing with that. So the feelings of rejection, gone, but there's something else still lingering. It still could be fear of being hurt again. It still could be a little heartbreak lingering, or it could even be aggravation and anger and angry because, how dare they? And then for some of you, it's deeper than that, and it goes to a confidence level of, they did that to me. That was done to me. How dare they? But it doesn't allow you to move on, move forward, or to accept or receive other offers that are coming in, because you may just be like, I'm not dealing with that again. I don't want to deal with that again. And that comes from a place of fear. So I see you as single, and you may have really been investing in that person, or you were ready to invest in that person. And now it's like, you know what? I had to shut them out of my life. I had to quit. I had to shut them out of my life. Mr. Rogge says, knowing the truth is a win. That's true. That's true. Oh, I love your morning glory. I love that because of the morning glories story that I channeled for you. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so we're moving towards the win here. You are okay, even though you had to burn this down. Okay, and you got lit, and you handled a situation like a boss, as the boss of your life. You weren't going to be treated or mistreated like this. Great. That's great. But you did, it's like you need a little bit of a pep talk. You did what you needed to do. Okay. You followed your intuition. You may have already known something was going on, felt something that was going on, or something was off. And then you found out about it. Somehow, some way. Someone brought a message to you, text, phone call, something, or you saw it online or something. But you may have felt that it was going on. You may have just known something was off. But you did the right thing for yourself. Okay? And you may be at this position where you may or may not. Okay, it's a general reading. You may be feeling like, damn, I can't believe I did that, or I shouldn't have got so upset or angry about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. You addressed the situation that needed to be shut down. You handled it. I mean, maybe you did yell or scream, or maybe you did get fired up about it, but you did address the situation, and you are in fact doing healing right now. You're healing something right now. And in this time of healing, or this period of healing, you're actually looking forward to something better. You're hopeful that there is something out there for you, or someone out there for you. And you're just kind of sitting within self and just being chill, being okay but there's still this underlying element of frustration or anger or lack of confidence. And then maybe even some heartache or fear that something like this will happen again, because you were invested in this person. You were. But you have a new, you are manifesting something new. We've got the magician, the star, and the high priestess here. What are you doing? What's up, Tiki Tiki baby? How you doing? I got Gemini and Aquarius here and Pisces here. Tell me about this King of Wands reverse. Oh, yeah. That's... Okay. All right. You may have dealt with somebody that played the victim. And you may have, you could have been dealing with a water sign, a fire sign. Gosh, let me tell you what I got. I got the Page of Cups reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, so it is possible that some of you are hurt or were hurt, or your confidence was hit, or you're angry because this person turned it around on you. Now, what I'm trying to piece it together, it's almost like a video or a movie playing in clips, in small clips in my mind, and I'm trying to get it together to be able to put it into a story for you. So storyline is here, something happened, something went down, and you found out that somebody was cheating on you, or they chose somebody else over you, or they were dating somebody else, or they were partying too much, or hanging out with people they shouldn't have been. Whatever it was, this information came to you. You may have already known it intuitively. It was happening. It was going on. And then you got the information in the 3D. It came to you, and the communication came through. You addressed it and handled it, but this person flipped it around on you to play the victim card. They may have flipped the script on you, got angry and pissed off that you found out about it, or that you were addressing it, you were handling it, and then they could have been trying to pull your sympathy, or make you feel sorry for them, or they flipped the script somehow. So I understand if you would have been pissed, if you're still pissed off and upset about that. Like, how dare they do this to me and then turn it around on me? How dare they make me feel like the villain? How dare they make me feel like the bad guy? Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Rocky said that's accurate. Tiki Tiki says, it's Queen Tiki, but I say Tiki 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 because it sounds fun. Says classic gaslighting. It is, when somebody's caught, they're caught red-handed. This person, you could have caught them with the third party, with the other person. You may have gotten information that this was going happening. I don't normally do readings like this, but I'm reaching a broader audience now. Find me on podcast streams everywhere. I've been sitting here. I got to take a break from this energy for just a second, so give me a second. But if you watch me on YouTube, if you've been following me for years, I'm actually taking all of the content that I've created and all of the episodes that I've created and turning them into podcasts of the same name. And you can find me across all of the podcast streams. Coming soon. Get Feathered Tarot. My main channel is already up and running. So, it's just another place for you to find me and listen to me while you're driving or while you're cleaning the dishes or something. Okay, getting back into this because that was pretty heavy. That pissed me off. That pissed me off. I felt the anger from that. I felt it. This person flipped the script, and I would totally understand. But there are some of you that don't get lit or angry like that. You may have turned it within inside of yourself and felt bad about yourself because you caught them red-handed. You figured it out. You found out, and it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means we all experience things differently. We all feel things in different ways, and it's okay. You're in the process of healing and getting through this. How can you release that energy? How can you best release that energy? Oh, yeah. So for those of you that first of all, EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. If you're feeling something come up for you, check out my EFT, my free 5-day course, and you can definitely get some relief within just a couple minutes, at least from the anxiety that's coming up from this, because this feels anxiety creating. For others of you, if you're not interested in that, whatever, that's cool. But I'm getting a you don't like to feel, or you may be the kind of person that doesn't like to feel like you hurt someone. And hurting someone hurts you, and it makes you feel bad about yourself. And it makes you hurt because you hurt someone else. Okay. At what point, and I'm going to tap. If you're interested in tapping me and you're out there in podcast land, if you are interested in tapping with me, if you're watching me live or on video, and if you're interested in tapping with me, just tap along. Tap on the places that I tap on, and you can either say out loud what I'm saying, or you can say your own words, or just listen. But I'm going to start tapping because I'm going to tap the side of my hand first, and I'm just going to tap through this because I'm feeling this pretty heavily. So some of you may just need a little bit of tap in right now. So we're going to tap into this. And even though I may be the kind of person that hurts when I hurt someone else, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I may have hurt someone and that hurts me and it makes me feel bad, I choose to love and honor myself right now. And even though I may have been the kind of person at some point that didn't like hurting people, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Hurting somebody hurts me. Tapping the eyebrow point where the hair on your eyebrow starts growing next to your nose. Hurting somebody else hurts me. The side of your eye, follow that bone around, and at the bottom of the bone, real gently next to the eye. I really feel bad about hurting somebody. I hurt somebody under the eye, under the nose. I feel bad about hurting this person, and I'm hurting myself, continuing to carry this with me. Collarbone right here, where the collarbone, about an inch below where the collarbone meets the throat. I just use all 4 fingers here. I just really feel bad about hurting somebody. But you know what? Underneath the arms, you can hug yourself and tap on both sides, or it's right below the arm, about 4 inches on the bra line, or in line with the nipple for the guys. And I use all 4 fingers here on the side. I'm choosing to release this pain from hurting others, especially when they hurt me. Top of the head, just tap around on top of the head. Other people hurt me, and I know what it feels like, and I don't like hurting others. And I'm choosing to release the hurt right now in body, mind, and vibration. Just take a deep breath, because that one right there was really heavy for me. I felt it in the energy. I feel energy. If you would like to go deeper into that, check out my website, my products and services, my on-demand library for tapping. But it's almost as if you feel bad because you had to take care of this situation when somebody hurts you or when somebody does something against your standards and against your values and morals, and then you have to go after them and cut ties with them and tell them, no, I refuse to be with you because we're not dealing with that. Whatever that was, I feel like it was more than likely cheating or a third party, something on those lines where most of us are not okay with. And then you turn that inside and it makes you feel guilty and it hurts your heart because you don't want to hurt other people. Somebody hurt you. And then you turn around and inflict that on yourself, whether or not you learned how to do that in childhood or you were gaslit so many times that you take on other people's bullshit. I don't know. But we don't have to live like that anymore. We can manifest better. You are doing the healing and you are looking towards something new. And I love that. It's, that was heavy. There's the 10 of Cups. Oh shit, 6 of Cups. What is this? Okay. Some of you, this could have been someone who was married. You found out that they were married to somebody else. You found out that they weren't loyal to you. Let it go. You did the best thing you could do for yourself. It's time to let it go. Let's F that shit. EFT, let's tap that shit out. Let's F it and let it go because our bodies aren't meant to hold on to that stuff. We don't need to hold on to that stuff. It's not your responsibility to hold on to that pain and heartache, especially when someone hurt you. Someone hurt you. Somebody lied to you. Somebody broke your heart. You stood up for yourself. You stood your ground. You found out the truth. You knew the truth. You got it. And not only that, but you knew it beforehand because your intuition was already pinging and telling you something was wrong or something was off. I ain't saying you're perfect, but right here for somebody that needs this message today. Relax and breathe and take care of yourself because you don't need to feel guilty for letting that person go. You don't need to feel guilty for finding out the truth about something you felt was already there. And the funny thing is I used to tell my kid, I started telling my daughter since she's 13, but I used to tell my son all the time. He's 10 years older. He's almost 23. But I used to tell him all the time, what's done in the dark will come to light. What's done in the dark will come to light. And he's learning that now as an adult. Shit that happens in the dark always comes to light. It's going to happen. But he learned that from growing up. I'm going to find out somehow, so you might as well just be honest with me. So he doesn't lie. He's never stole money. He's never, he's told fibs, but he's never straight up lied to me. He'll tell me straight to my face what's going on most of the time. But this is an example of this would be finding out somebody cheated on you or somebody was married and they lied about it. And then you got confirmation of it. And then they turned it around on you. And you were like, hold on a second. No, we're handling and addressing this now. I'd rather be single, independent, and free and hold my barrier, hold my standards, and rise to the occasion and get rid of this. But then in the silence, while you're doing your healing, while you're quiet, while you're single, while this person is no longer in your life, you're in pain and suffering because you feel guilty because you had to let him go. You had to hurt somebody. But did you really hurt somebody? But did you really hurt their feelings? They turned it around on you, but did you really feel? I mean, let's think about it for a second. The person got caught red-handed. They got caught. And you feel bad about it because you did the best for you. But they turned it around on you when you were leaving them, when you were walking away. Cutting ties, setting sail. And they turned it around on you and tried to make you feel bad about it, feel guilty about it. You don't got to do that. You don't have to feel guilty about it. There is a 10 of cups and a 6 of cups here. I love that. So there is a 10 of cups in your future. You are manifesting a happily ever after with a soulmate. Now, whether or not you have history with this person or you have yet to meet this new soulmate, it is absolutely beautiful. It's just delayed a little bit. Okay, some of you it could be within the next year. Some of you it could be within the next 16 months. I'm getting 7 to 16 months. Some of you, it's on delay. There's a little bit of a pause on it because you're still holding on to this. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate you. You're still holding on to this. It's just residual energy that's keeping you stuck because you may feel bad or guilty or lack the confidence because maybe this person made you feel guilty. Maybe they tried to make you feel guilty. F that shit. EFT, tap that stuff out. It works. Okay? It works. I use it every day. And I'm going to push it and I'm going to keep pushing it because I have been on the YouTubes doing what I do for 10 years now. And I see the same stories over and over. When I started using EFT back in 2015, and it's changed my life for the better. Absolutely. I started tapping and I became a practitioner, started using it with my coaching clients. And I use it every day in my life, taught my kids how to do it. I absolutely love it because we don't have to stay stuck in the old stories. We don't have to repeat old patterns. We can F that out and live a lighter, happier life. We absolutely can. We can release the traumas. We can start fresh. We can start new. We can be who we truly are just by doing a little bit of tapping. And this right here is on delay for those of you that have blocked your heart space because you're afraid of being hurt again, or you lack the confidence of getting yourself back out there again. Because of something somebody said or something somebody did. I'm proud of you for doing what you needed to do. But on the internal, the mental, emotional side, even though in the 3D you did what you needed to do, mentally and emotionally, you're holding yourself back from this new beautiful experience because it's something somebody said. Somebody felt a certain way because you stood up for yourself. Oh, they got found out. How dare they? How dare Libra find out that I fucked up, that I cheated, that I lied? How dare they? How dare you, Libras, for standing up for yourselves and being responsible adults and not wanting to put yourself in situations like that? I'd say that you're a strong adult and you handle your business well. And this right here is just on delay. Okay? You're just at a holding space waiting to release and heal this mental, emotional thing. It's just a small thing. And it's like you're right on the verge of shutting it completely down and of starting fresh in a new cycle. This is the last remnants of whatever that was. And that could have been years ago. Could have been weeks, months, years ago. Okay? And we don't even think sometimes that we're holding on to something like that. But if you sit there long enough and you tune into it If you tune into that, I can't believe they did that to me. They tried to make me feel guilty for their own shit. And I got, as soon as I started tuning into that feeling and thinking of that thought, somebody clicked in my mind immediately that I didn't even think about, that I wasn't thinking about. And now, yeah, this kind of rings true for me in a certain situation. I'm going to tap on that when I'm done here. But how dare that person try to inflict pain on me after the fact? They already hurt me, and they didn't care that they were doing it again. They were inflicting more pain on me because they were pissed off that they found out, or that I found out about their bullshit. Libra, it's much of the same for you in this scenario or this situation. This is holding you back from the next level, from the new beginning with someone or something new. And it's a 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, y'all. Yeah, somebody you can enjoy life with, make memories with, have children with, live long term with. And it's a soul bond. It's sweet. It's tender. It's sincere. It's lovely. It's lovely. All the emotion, it's lovely. But it's just on pause because of this last thing. You don't have to tap if you don't want to. But it'd be cool if you did. There's the 10 of Cups reverse. There's the 7 of Cups. There's 3 of Cups. Man, because that's what you're holding on to. Okay? And you know it. You already know this. It could have been a marriage. Whatever it was, you know what this is, because it was a 10 of Cups at one point, and it failed. They promised you the world. You thought you were going to live your life with them. You thought that was your 10 of Cups. To a degree, maybe it was for a certain amount of time. Maybe it was. And then it was over because of a third party, because of the confusion, because of not being chosen, because someone had other options. 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups reverse. But you did stand up, and you put your standards all the way up. You stood your ground, and you said, I refuse to be taken on this journey. I refuse to deal with this. And I am so proud of you. But there is something still lingering that you can tap out, that you can get rid of, to help you move beyond this, so that you can actually get your next 10 of Cups with a soulmate, with a soul bond. Is it this person coming back? No, it's not. No, that's over. But you're delaying the next level or the next relationship coming in the way that you want it. Because you're looking for a soul bond. You're looking for a very unique, special connection. You're looking for somebody to live your life with. But it's on the way in. It's just delayed a little bit because of this feeling or this thought, this lack of confidence. Tap it out. Let's move on and let's get into our new chapter, because the new chapter looks delicious. It looks amazing. And yeah, you couldn't trust that person. It was too many struggles. There was too many struggles, too many difficulties, too many people involved. And you shut it down. Yeah. Shut it down. And that's awesome. Another part of being a responsible human being and taking accountability for our health and well-being is realizing that we do get stuck in these mental, emotional traps. I don't want to deal with that ever again. I don't want to be heartbroken. But you're allowing that person to continue to hold you back, or you're allowing that guilt to keep you stuck or to affect your confidence. It's time to shine, baby. You know, you got a 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups sitting here right here in the future. Right here, within the next 16 months for most of you. Now, over the next 16 months. Are you ready to align with? Till next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Namaste.